So let's talk about voting by mail. And I know something about it because I actually was a mail carrier for about a couple of years, I think. So some people think it's a good idea, some people think it's a bad idea. So let's explore it a little bit. So one thing is just a couple days ago, the United States Postal Service, USPS Workers Union endorsed Joe Biden for president. So do you think it's a good idea for the union that pretty much every postal worker is a member of, endorses a certain candidate, and to entrust the our one of our most important rights to vote to a union, to people that are obviously biased? Me being a mail carrier, let me explain something to you. When you do it for a while, you know everything about the people that you deliver mail to. You know what kind of diseases they have by the meds that you deliver. You know what doctor they go to. You know what views and opinions they have by or who they vote for by the flyers that you deliver to them, if it's GOP or if it's the Democratic Party, also by the magazines, so you can tell a lot by what they read. I mean, by the mail, you can tell a lot of things. So also, of course, governmental, Social Security and all kinds of stuff comes through the mail. So you really get to know, even without knowing the person, you know what their persuasions and beliefs are. So now if I'm a mail carrier and I endorse Joe Biden because I'm a union member, and of course unions, they always endorse the Democratic Party, and pretty much every governmental worker supports the Democratic Party because they support big government, because that's where their paycheck comes from. So it is very simple. It's everything puts aside your morals, your beliefs, everything goes aside when it comes to money. That's why the Bible talks about you can't serve two masters, Mammon and God. You will, hate one, love the other. And so it depends who you put first. So if you put your paycheck first, that's you're going to follow that. So if you're a union government worker, you're going to follow the hand that feeds you, and you're going to try to keep that hand in power, or the hand that gives you extra goodies or benefits or whatever. So if I'm a carrier and I pick up the ballot that the person's going to leave in his mailbox, and I know he's going to vote for Republican, and I'm a Democrat union worker, I'm not, of course, but then I will, dispose of that ballot. I'm not even going to take it back to the post office. Or if the mail-in ballot, somebody requested it and I'm delivering it, I'm not even going to deliver it. So it's just one way to cheat as a carrier. And you hear these things all the time. Yeah, it's in the mail gets lost, right? So really, to trust with your vote, if you are not a Democrat, to trust a postal worker, of course, I'm talking general, I'm talking the majority, not everyone, but it's crazy and it's insane. So Donald Trump is totally right that voting by mail is just primed for a disaster of fraud and cheating, and it's going to take forever before the ballots are counted. And what happens then? So we're not going to know the results of the election until when? And as previous experience, anytime there was voting by mail, like in Minnesota, when the Republican wins by few votes, and oh wait, suddenly there's more ballots coming in and we got to count them, and more ballots are coming in and we got to count them, and at the end the Democrat wins. So who do you think cheats? So voting by mail is a disaster. It takes my right away. It takes the right of everyone that votes the other way, because your vote is not only canceled by dead people and by made up people, or people that vote 2-3 times because they move and they get ballots in 2-3 different places. If you want to vote, go to the polling place, vote in person, where you can be checked who you are, and the fraud is limited. I know something about voting. In communism, we had voting, and it's interesting that the Communist Party always got like 99.8% of the vote. What a lot of you don't know is that there was always only one candidate, a member of the Communist Party, for one position, and you were required to vote. You had to go vote, and if you didn't vote, like I didn't, I actually left town so I wouldn't have to vote. I actually took the ballot box to my mom's house where I lived at the time. I was like 21 or something. First time I was eligible to vote. So they took the ballot box to my mom's house and said, "Where's Martin?" And she was, "I don't know." "Well, he has to vote or we're all gonna be in trouble. So you gotta vote for him." So my mom voted for me. And there's no difference between the Democratic Party and the Communist Party. It's the same tactics. They want to accomplish the same goal, and so they will cheat. So all you Republicans, support Donald Trump in trying to block voting by mail. And if you can go and riot and loot and burn down buildings, and if you can go to grocery stores and home improvement stores and even restaurants, then you can go and vote and don't hide behind being safe. Only reason the Democratic Party wants voting by mail is to steal the election, because they know if the election will be fair, Donald Trump is gonna wipe the floor with Joe Biden, because people do not want socialism. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and click on the notification bell.